Hello, everyone. Patron the Druid here. And in this episode of The Road to 5 Million Gold, I want to discuss professions and what professions I did, used, and how I went about professions to get my 5 million gold in BFA. Now, this strategy still applies to Shadowlands, as we are now in Shadowlands. This is a still good strategy to use, so moving forward, you'll still want to use this strategy in whatever expansion we are in, as it is a very good thing to do. So, whether we're in Shadowlands, BFA, or whatever future expansion we're going to do, the same strategy that I use can still be applied to whatever expansion. So, the way that I first did this, I made sure that I leveled up multiple level 50s, at the time 120s, or max level characters, in all of the classes, specifications, and all of the professions. Now, the professions can be put into different categories: gathering and crafting. So you have your leatherworking, which is a crafting profession. Skinning, that goes with leatherworking very nicely, is a gathering profession. So herbalism, mining, skinning, those are your gathering professions. Alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, engineering, inscription, jewelry crafting, leatherworking, and tailoring are also your crafting professions. And in some ways, enchanting is also your gathering because it can disenchant things. Another good strategy, since I had so many max level characters, what I always like to do is ensure that if I have multiple professions, I cover all of the bases. So mining, skinning, herbalism, and I try to select classes that are most appropriate. So I have some dual classes. So my shaman, I went with a mining herbalism combo, and I have the sky golem. So they can herb quickly and also mine efficiently. However, my blacksmith is also my miner as well. So I have some doubled up classes and specs. Probably not necessary, but that is currently what I have my setup. I have my herbalist and inscription, druid crafter, miner, tailorer, and enchanter. Enchanting and tailoring pairs very well together. However, you get to a certain point where you start running out of things you can combine with each other, and it's always good if you can to give every one of your characters enchant those characters to disenchant greens or blues or even purples that you don't need. That can be very beneficial to not only get enchanting raw materials, but also have the materials to sell if you so choose to sell. So my strategy was very simple. I leveled up mining, skinning, alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, inscription, jewelry crafting, leatherworking, tailoring, in the very basic forms. I did not go all out, but I did very basic in every category in BFA. And what I did was I leveled up the profession as much as I could in those categories in a very basic form. I did not go for high-end patterns, or I did not go for stuff that I knew wouldn't sell. I stayed away from a lot of gear, because in the end, the gear ended up wasn't worth it. I did not do the vendor shuffling stuff. A lot of what I do is very time limited. So, since I have a limited amount of time, and my playstyle is very around time efficiency, I want to ensure that I have maximum amount of playtime. I always went for making items that sell relatively quick and easy on the auction house. So I went for the stirrups. You know, for instance, for blacksmithing, I went for the stirrups, inflatable shoes, and various other things. And I used TSM to tell me, what's going to be profitable, what's selling, how's it going with the market, what's how quickly is it falling off the shelves? Is it flying off the shelves? Is it worth selling? This says, yeah, these are, this looks like it's selling well, but how well is it actually selling? Let me give you an example. These pair of boots that I can craft 0.27. That's actually pretty decent. So I would get on every day after work and I would go through each profession and see if it was green and see, okay, it's green and it has a high sale rate, so it's selling very well. It's profitable. Let's go ahead and make those items. Let's sell those. Let's focus on those. Then don't we cannot forget also the secondary professions. These are very crucial. Fishing, cooking. I'm not going to put in or mention archaeology. Fishing and cooking are really good. You can make a lot of gold on fishing because people don't want to actually make the time to fish. I highly encourage everyone to pick up cooking and fishing. Very easy and very good to make gold on fishing and cooking. One of the ways I maximize on capitalizing on my time, because again, I don't have a lot of time. I always like to make sure I have ample time to play, both enjoy my playtime and ensure that I'm making gold, is I focus on professions that are crafting professions. I log on, I craft my items, I use TSM to go here. I say, okay, this is going to be, I make some deep sea bags, it adds it to what I need. Then I go to the auction house and I pick it up from the auction house what I need. And I craft it from based on that. That's what I did. I would go buy what I needed from the auction house. Saved me a lot of time, a lot of energy, and I was buying the materials and everything from the auction house, with the exception of like herbalism and mining. I would go out, I would mine, I would do some herbalism. Uh, the herb market kind of crashed due to the multi-boxers, so I didn't feel my time was worth really going out and herbing myself. It was just cheaper for me just to buy my own herbs. So I definitely would just bought herb. Basically, if you have limited amount of time, use TSM to maximize your profits. Look for end game items that are, let's just say we want to make some gold here. So this is 33 gold, and this is 22 gold. That's profit on these items. They're also selling very quickly, 22. So let's just say we want to do those. Let's quick go over to my other profession that I have, alchemy. A lot of good alchemy stuff going. The mana pots are going really well. So maybe we want to make some mana pots. So what we would do, I would go here. Hit restock. I have it set up to automatically set up what I need. Bing, bang, boom. And there we go. I'm actually going to set up another one here for mana health. Mana and health pots. We're going to assign this a 50. We're going to go back here. And as you can see, now that's popped in there. Perfect. So now we can go make those. And that's how you do it in any game. On a max level character with a max level profession, you set up, you go for what you want to do that's selling the most. You want to focus on what raiders and people who are doing mythic pluses are going to be doing. People are going to be needing food buffs and their alchemy buffs. Same way with other professions, such as enchanting. People need to enchant their gear when they get it. Inscription, it's always a hot item. You know, there's missives now. You know, inscription is wonderful. Jewelry crafting is always going to be a staple. When you got gems, you have leather working for gear and other items out of leather working, tailoring for bags. You know, blacksmithing. You have various other blacksmithing items you can get from there. So, um, the big thing to focus on when working on professions and gold making is max out your character and then max out your profession and then focus on what raiders and plus PvPers are going to be buying. That's what's going to be selling. And sell those and be competitive. And don't be afraid to use the cancel scan button and get in there and hit it hard. And remember, be kind. Have a great day.